Peace family, welcome to BattleOnline.com, your one-stop shop for the highest hip-hop edutainment. Bringing you the dopest no-limit interviews, hip-hop legends, reviews, views, news, and more. So if you haven't already, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be updated on new drops and content. Peace family, so some of you guys, especially the wrestling fans, might remember Master P making his debut with the No Limit Soldiers in WCW World Championship Wrestling. Was definitely a big look for hip hop and a big look for even when we think of the scope of the wrestling business now, where there's a lot of inclusion of rappers. They got rappers coming out, and even at that time they had rappers that were utilizing signature phrases, cadence, and even just, dressed from like hip hop and rap style. So I believe Master P was one of the first to really get involved in the wrestling business as he did, and his relationship with WCW is a symbolic one that gained WCW a lot of exposure with hip hop and rap music. And Master P also got Randy Big Swoll Thornton into the wrestling business. Well, he was in the business prior, but he got him into the business with WCW in terms of him leading up the No Limit Soldiers stable. So it's been widely reported that P was paid over $200,000 per appearance by Eric Bischoff, and we're gonna get a little conversation from Big Swoll where he speaks on how some of the deal came together. So we're gonna check this one out.
How y'all doing today? This is Big Swoll, former No Limit Soldier. Somebody sent me a message, say, Randy, I've seen a picture of you when y'all signed with No Limit Records, signed with WCW, and you standing in the background. Why were you mad? It looked like you was mad as hell. Well, let me tell you the story. People, I used to wrestle in the early 90s with New Japan. I went to a school called Brad Riggins Academy out of Minnesota, and he trained the Road Warriors, Demolition Team, the Steiner Brothers, Kurt Hennig. His last person he trained was Brock Lesnar. And so one day, me and Percy, we in LA, and we sitting watching wrestling. And so Codan came up there and said he was Bowdy and Rowdy. So Master P started laughing. I started laughing. I said, you know what, P? I can get us in wrestling. And he was like, man, stop bullshitting. I said, no, man, I can get us into wrestling, seriously. He said, well, make it happen. So I made some phone calls, and I called Brad Riggins. Brad Riggins called Kurt Hennig. Kurt Hennig called WCW. And that's how the No Limit Soldiers got connected with World Championship Wrestling. A lot of people online saying, WCW called Master P to get in the wrestling. No, sorry people, that's not true. I was there. I made it happen. I'm the one negotiating the contract. Now, we negotiating, we talking, and man, this thing is blown up big. So I'm flying back and forth to Atlanta from New Orleans, and we just negotiating. So I walk into the room, and people got to picture this now. Me and a lawyer from No Limit, we was in Atlanta for a week. It was like, get this deal done. Don't come back home till it's done. Cool. So we walk into a meeting to meet with World Championship Wrestling. So there's Macho Man Randy Savage, Kevin Nash, Dusty Rhodes, and Eric Bischoff. Now, people, I'm tripping because these are people I used to watch wrestling. I'm like, but I played the cool, though. I played the cool, So we negotiated, and we was talking numbers, and I'm talking about, we talking some serious numbers. I'm talking about people. I'm talking about big. I wasn't even a headliner, and I was making more money. I signed a contract, a 1-year contract, making more money than the headliners. And so, we signed, and the first person they asked me, do I want? I told them I wanted New Jack, but they told me I couldn't get New Jack because he was too much, a liability. But that's not the reason I was mad. So the whole No Limit clique, we get together, we go to this press conference. and I'm standing behind Percy. So Eric Bischoff is asking him all these questions, and everything is me, I. And I'm standing behind the motherfucker going, damn, I made this happen. And not, he ain't turned around and said, look, I want to thank my boy Swoll. Big Swoll made this happen. Swoll did everything. Swoll negotiated the contract. It was, yeah, they contacted me, and so we joined WCW. That's not true, people. That's a lie. It's a bald-faced lie. And I was pissed off. I'm like, well, damn, you know. They asked me what song I wanted. I told them I wanted to come out to Where You From by Skullduggery. And then they called me up and say, no, Pete want to come out to some song called Hootie Hoo. I said, Hootie Hoo? They said, yeah. He wants to perform it, live. I hated that fucking song. I didn't like it when I first heard it, and I still don't like it to this day. And so, but that's the reason why I was mad, because everybody getting the glory and I did all the work. I mean, I did everything. I did the connection, I did the booking, I did the negotiation, I did everything. And I'm sitting around watching this asshole take all the credit. That's why I was mad.
So there we have it from Big Swoll, his thoughts and comments on the situation, how some of the deal came together, some of his experiences working with WCW and being a part of the No Limit Soldiers. So we definitely want to say shouts out to the whole No Limit family, Eric Bischoff, Master P, Big Swoll. It was definitely a great deal that was put together. And Kurt Hennig, rest in peace, all those guys that was involved with it, making it a successful angle. I think it could have been booked a lot better, but needless to say, it was still iconic and stands as a historic symbol for hip-hop and the wrestling business. Peace, family. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and check us out on bout.online.com. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for exclusive playlists and social media for all different types of segments and content.